Guys, today we'll be doing simplifying algebraic expressions. So let's start with this one. So this is 3y to the power of 7 all to the power of 3 divided by 9y to the ninth. So what you want to do here is that let's look at this top part first. So you have 3y to the 7th raised to the third power. So what you need to do is that if you have, let's say, a, okay, a to the m all raised to the n, it will specify that the answer is a to the m times n. This also applies to the numbers. So what that means, if I were to do it in this problem here, is that 3y cubed, well, this 3 here will be distributed to here and to this power here. Okay, so 3 cubed, what is that? Well, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. Y3 to the y to the 7th times 3, that is basically y to the power of 7 times 3, which is y to the 21. Okay, divided by 9y to the ninth. Now these are this fraction here, as you can see, obviously you can simplify this. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So let's do that. So this is equal to 3 y to the power of 21 and y to the ninth. Similar base, different exponents. So when you have, let's say, a to the m over b to the n, or sorry, a to the m over a to the n, similar base again, the exponent rule here states that it would be equal to a to the m minus n. So when you're dividing exponents, you combine the exponents by subtracting the values. So 21 minus 9. So y to the 21 minus 9, well, that's going to be 3y to the power of, I think it's 12, yeah. Yeah, it's 12. Yep. 3y to the 12th. This is the answer. This is the simplified answer of this problem, or this problem up here. Let's try a different one. Let's try this one here. So here we have 2b to the negative 3, all raised to the negative 2, to the power of 2b to the 4th. So similar idea here. Don't be spooked by the negatives. We'll deal with that in a bit. But same exponent rule here is that it'll be distributed to the numbers. Okay. So actually, I think we would have to move this down to the basement. What that means is that I'll basically move it all down to the denominator here. So anytime you have a negative exponent like this, you can move it down to the numerator, to the denominator to make it positive. Or if it's on the bottom, you can move it to the top. So let's try that. Let's do it this way. So so instead of 2b to the negative 3, we're just going to have 1 because we're moving everything down. We'll get 2b to the 4th, that's not moving anywhere, times, I'm actually going to split the fraction here, times 1 over 2b to the, let's say, to the minus 3, because I haven't done anything inside here, to the power of 2, okay? Now let's evaluate this. This is 1 over 2b fourth. I haven't done anything here. Multiplied by 1 over negative 3 times 2. That's negative 6. 2 squared is 4. 4b to the negative 6. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to combine these fractions together. Because they're technically one fraction, I just separated them into 2. So let's do that. 1 over 2b to the 4th times 4b to the negative 6. Okay? So, again, multiplication rule is you add the exponents. So let's do that. We can combine these two. 2 and 4, that's 8. B to the 4 minus 6. Or 4 minus 6. So, you need to be careful here when you're looking at this, is that you're subtracting the exponents already, but here you're subtracting a negative number, so it becomes minus minus 6. Well, that's just a positive, right? So it becomes 1/8b to the, this becomes plus plus, so it's 8b to the 10th. And that is your simplified answer in this case. It's very simple. You just have to be careful of what you're doing with the exponents. Next one, or last one here, 2x squared y to the 7th to the power of 3 over x to the 8th to the y to the 9th. Same exponent rule here. You distribute 3 to the numbers. 2 cubed, that's 8. X to the square, x squared times 3, that's going to be x to the 6th. Y to the 7th times 3, that's y to the 21. And that's all over x to the 8th, y to the 9th. So, what we can do here is that we have an 8 in here, and we have just 1 here, just imaginary 1. So what we can do is we can just start combining stuff. So 8 divided by 1, that's just 8. X to the 6th, remember, when you're dividing exponents, you subtract the actual numbers. So this will become x to the 6th minus 8, and then y to the 21 minus 9. Okay? Okay, so this is going to be equal to 8, x to the negative 2, y to the power of, well, if we look back here, that's going to be equal to y to the 12. So let's move down here. Okay, so that's going to be y to the 12. And I believe that is the simplified expression in this case. So these problems are just actually just to test whether you understand the rules of exponents and how to manipulate the exponents to simplify the answers. So it's actually very simple. So that's all for this video. The next video I will do is probably some simple integration questions. So please stay tuned for that.